Hello, beautiful people. How you feeling? How you living? This is Jackie, your Lotus Link founder, president, CEO, and queen. Okay. Hello, beautiful people. How you feeling? How you living? This is Jackie, your Lotus Link founder, president, CEO, and queen, here to deliver you my first podcast, Jackie of all trades. So, welcome. And for those of you who don't know, Lotus Link is a nonprofit organization that I started to help rebuild the Black Wall Street. Now, most people, when they think of the Black Wall Street, they just think it's financial. But no, it was way more than just financial. We were mentally, emotionally, and spiritually strong together as a people. And we had, now I did go through and take some notes. Normally, everything's off the dome, but bear with me, I took some notes. Um, but we had doctors, police, schools, teachers, churches. We had it all in our own little community. Was it perfect? No, there is no such thing. But we protected each other as best that we could, and we were there to lift each other up when one was down. We really understood the meaning of it takes a village, and also that there are strength in numbers. So it actually started off with just a couple of people. And once more people came in, it began to generate $150,000. And that's just when it was starting off and starting growing, which is $2.6 million today. And again, it only grew from that point. It grew so much to by the time that it was destroyed, when they racked up all the damages, it equaled out to about $4 million, which is $150 million today. And don't quote me on that, because I did see and looked up that as time went on, it was just racking up more. So I'm pretty sure that the number is higher by now. But before that financial gain, we definitely had to come together and understand that this could work. We had to build a foundation. And we today could build a foundation, and just by encouraging each other, just by coming together and building each other up, and not gatekeeping. Let me put this down. Gatekeeping, as people call it nowadays. And that's what this podcast is all about. So my nonprofit has put together networking events where not only did I create a space for us to all come together and network, but also to be celebrated, to be encouraged, to teach one another. Each one teach one. So I began making these short videos to put out words of encouragement. And now here I am doing this podcast to not only encourage my people, but I will also be interviewing other people, different pillars of the community, sitting down, talking with people just to get their opinions and views about how it is being us, our points of view. And we all have different ones, and they all will be heard. So we'll pay attention to the struggles, the accomplishments, because a lot of times people just like to focus on how we struggle, but that's not all that we are. We are so much more than that. We have overcome so much more than that. So we're going to celebrate everything, small, big, whatever you got going on. We clap it for you. So, with that being said, don't forget to like and subscribe to my page, Jackie of All Trades, and we'll go ahead and tap into starting this foundation. So, my short videos, they always revolved around one thing, which is loving yourself and being yourself unapologetically. We don't even know how much we hurt ourselves trying to be something that we're not. And so, with that being said, everybody that know me know that this ain't my hair, but I gotta, ooh, ooh, baby, I didn't know that was gonna hurt. I was gonna pull that thing right off of y'all because I do want y'all to be authentic and raw and be yourselves because that's what this is all about. But I wasn't expecting that, baby. Okay, so let's get back into it. But to truly just be yourself, we as anybody who knows the Bible, we are one body, many members. So, with that being said, we were all created to do something differently. One of the reasons why I feel that we can't move forward is because we're too busy trying to do the same thing the next person is doing. None of us are followers. We are all leaders. And we don't lead anybody but ourselves. And the only way that you could lead yourself is by looking into yourself. You have to get in tune with who you are because you were made uniquely to do your job, not the next person's job or the next person's job. You were made to do your job. And when you do it, you're going to do it well. But first, you got to start loving yourself. In order to find yourself, you've got to start loving yourself. Love what's good about you, love what's bad about you, love it all. Because whatever's bad about you, eventually turn around and be something good for you. Now, when I say that we can't go look being like everybody else, meaning that the body is fingers, head, neck, shoulders, knees and toes. We can't move if everybody's trying to be a finger, or if everybody's trying to be a head, or if everybody's trying to be a leg. Where's the rest of us? What are we doing? It doesn't work that way. And then you always end up struggling. Understand that at the end of the day, and history even shows you that at the end of the day, no matter what you go through, no matter how many times they knock you down, you are destined to win. Your story was already written. The only thing that you have to do is get up and go get it. But you're delaying the process, pretending to be something that you're not. You want to get to where somebody else is financially, not knowing that that wasn't the route that you were supposed to take to get there. You're going to get there, but you just have to go in this direction. Everybody can't be in real estate. Everybody's not built for it. Everybody can't open a business, but you could partner with someone that is. Or there's nothing wrong with working for somebody that did start a business. Again, we had a whole community. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't want to build a city. I'm not trying to put together a city. Why? Because we are so much more than a city. We could come together so much greater if we aren't stuck in one city. And if history hadn't taught us anything else, it's building anything in one city doesn't always work. And again, we're way deserving of so much more. We have so much more potential, but we are so clouded by social media and what the world's standards are as to what we should look like or how we should feel about certain things. And when I say how we should feel about certain things, I mean us having fear of success because the places that we go, everybody may not look like us when we enter that room. But you know what? As long as you love who you are and you are yourself, don't go in there trying to be nobody else. Then I guarantee you that you will walk in there with your head held high and your chest all the way out, and you gonna win. It don't matter who's in that room. It doesn't matter who's in there that wants to stop you. At the end of the day, when you are yourself and you're walking in your purpose, you are going to win. I have talked with so many different people. So, I mean, young, old, educated, what's considered not educated, because there are some people that are street smart, and then there are some people that are book smart. There are some people that are considered intelligent, and then you have people that are wise. Again, everybody has a part to play, so don't count yourself out based off of your status, of what society told you you are. They trick us into thinking that we have to be of a certain stature to be considered winning. If we're not doing this, if we don't wear this, if we're not driving this, if we don't have this house in this area, then we're not winning. But I saw a quote one time that said that everybody's always winning, but nobody's keeping score. So, with that being said, understand that what they told you is not real. There's no such thing as winning, because nobody really knows what winning is. And even if you did, again, who's keeping score to know who's really winning? Nobody, because those that are really winning aren't paying attention to the scoreboard, even if there was one. And sometimes what looks like winning to one person is not what another person considers winning. People could have a lot of money and they will still not be winning in life. There are people that don't have that much that are winning in life because they are winning in other areas of their life. So don't worry about the world standards or what they try to tell you you should be. Learn who you are. That is what I want everyone's main focus to be, is to focus on who you are. And while you're learning on who you are, lift up the next person. Don't kick them down, because again, they try to do the same thing that you're doing. We are all just going through this thing called life that none of us have a blueprint for. None of us have a blueprint for. We're all just winging it at the end of the day. Some of us just look like we know what we're doing. Some of us don't look like we know what we're doing because we're not afraid to show that we just winging it. We learning as we go. No matter what your age is, you're never going to stop learning. You're never going to stop growing. So don't focus on what the world tries to tell you you should or shouldn't be, or where you should be in life. Another thing that I saw and that I noticed, and this isn't just in other people, this is very much within myself as well. Another thing that I had noticed was that we are all trying to get to that place that we want to be in life a whole lot faster than we should. And sometimes when you're going too fast, we all know eventually you'll crash. Don't worry about taking your time. I made a video about that as well, where I said, don't let anybody put a time limit on anything that you do, because a lot of things that happen operates in a place that has no time. So no one can tell you when you should succeed. No one can tell you how far you can be when it comes to your level of maturity. Sorry, there's something going on with my lighting. When it comes to your level of maturity, no one can tell you how long it takes you to get over something. No one can tell you how long it takes you to fall in or out of love. So pace yourself. There is nothing wrong with being 35 and just crawling. Because here I am. It took me this many years, all my 35 years, going on 36, to realize that this was my calling, because before I was too busy being quiet and playing the background when I knew that I had something to say, that everything that I saw was wrong, and how great we really are as a people. We just are led in the wrong direction. So, but I am happy that I am here today, able to do this and able to tell you and encourage you that you are, and let you know that you are so much more than the media tries to portray you. Women are way more than their body and their looks. I really wish that I could rip this wig off. Men, you are so much more than your financial status. Nowadays, they try to tell you that that's not good enough. But what we all possess as a people cannot be, there's no, you can't put a price on it. You can't put a limit on it. What we have is endless, it's effortless. All that we have to do is be ourselves, no matter what room we're in. Be ourselves. And if they accept us, that's fine. If they don't, that's fine too. But you'll be a lot happier. And again, you will get a lot farther because it's not going to be a struggle for you to do things when you're doing things that you want to do because that is who you are. It's no struggle in it. Your winning is going to come effortlessly when you are moving how you're supposed to move and not how you see the next person moving. So, with that being said, don't be afraid to walk into any room. I don't care who's in there, and be yourself. And if you think that being yourself is not going to get you in the door that you want to, or get you into, I'm sorry, get you into the room that you want to get into, here is some news flash for you. We, as a people, we like what? Most of the time, we were not, the door was not open for us. The door was hardly ever open for us. Sometimes it'd be cracked, and that's about it. So we've never been the type of people to sit there and just wait for a door to be open. Y'all know, we're not afraid to kick that door down. We'll kick it in if we got to. Either way it go, you gonna win. Rather that door get cracked and you go ahead and nudge it open and get up in there, or rather you got to kick it down because that's who you are anyway. Everybody has a part to play. When I was growing up, I grew up in the city, um, and so I hung around with a lot of people, um, who I love, still love to this day. A lot of those people were in the streets really heavy, and I, being in the city, went to school in the Rockwood district. I was in the DSEC program. For those of you that don't know what that is, that's when they take the city kids and they ride them all the way out to the county schools, which is far out in the neighborhoods that are have more income generating. So I would I've been out with them, and I've been with in the streets with my friends when I get home from school. And when I tell you that it hurts my soul when I hear even my people say, "Oh, those people in the hood they're a bunch of idiots. They are they're killing each other for no reason, or they're doing this and they're doing that. They don't got no sense and blah blah blah." Just talking bad about them. I didn't like that because I know why they do what they do. It's not because they're idiots. It's just because they were led in the wrong direction. Everybody has a purpose. Those people, those street runners, them ain't nothing but soldiers. We just got to guide them in the right direction. But that's another topic for another day, not this podcast. But yes, I will break down how everybody has a part to play. We're just being led in the wrong direction. But once we learn to redirect our energy into the right places, again, we were destined to win. But I would hear people just talk so bad about people that lived in the city. And, and I lived in the city too. But I was just like, this is absolutely ridiculous. You guys are talking all of this noise, but nobody has done anything to help them. Talking bad to the next person is not going to help them. Talking bad about that person is not going to help them. You're part of the problem. And we need to break that. Don't look at each other as though we are the problem. That I'm about to get emotional again, sorry. Because if we stop doing that and we really start encouraging each other, there's so much strength down there, so much power down there. It's power everywhere in all of us. We just need to be led in the right direction. We need to come together. And again, not just in one city, because we deserve so much more than that. But we've got to do better. I absolutely, I love my people. The good, the bad, I love them. Why? Because again, a lot of people don't know no better. They only move how they were raised. So there are some people who have never even been outside of the city, let alone outside of St. Louis, to know that there is something better. Nobody got down there. Nobody's posting. Well, there are some postings on social media that tell people to do better, but it's clouded by so much smoke of BS telling them that this is how they should live their lives, like this is okay, like the violence is okay, talking bad about each other is okay, trying to scam each other is okay. We are the only people that think that we got to step on each other's toes just to eat. No other race believes that they have to step on their brother's toes or their sister's toes for a few dollars. We were conditioned, and this this too is going to be on another podcast, but we were conditioned to value shoes, clothes, cars, everything that is a liability, not an asset. While we are down here fighting each other over stepping on some little sneakers, other races are comparing land, their houses. We were worried about sneakers and paying rent, and they got mortgages and acres and investments. There's nothing okay with that. So nobody has the space, the room, the audacity. Well, nobody should have the audacity. A lot of people think that they do, but nobody should have the audacity to be talking about their brother or their sister. I don't care if they are out here looking a fool. If you're not going to encourage them or teach them something better, as your grandma used to say, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. But again, I want people to understand the power that they hold within themselves. From your heart to your very tongue. So the things that you possess here, that's where the real wealth is. Once you build that foundation, once we get a solid foundation on that, I can't even say that the sky is the limit, because at that point there is no limit. You can't put a limit on greatness. And that's what we are as a people. We have come so far. And I am so excited for you guys to be going on this journey with me. I'm going to post my podcast once a month. speaking with different people, our different struggles, our different accomplishments. And I'm going to continue to give you guys a little more history on who we are as a people, because you are so much more than what the media tries to portray. And I am so honored to be the one sitting here speaking and you all having the heart to listen, because that's all it takes. I know that what we can accomplish will take forever. Well, I can't even say forever, but I probably won't see it in my lifetime. But if we start now, we could definitely make things better for the next generation and their children, and then our grandchildren and our grandchildren's grandchildren. But it starts with us, and it starts right here, not out there, not what they're telling you you should be. I'm also going to talk about in the near future my process on how I had to, and my thought process on unconditioning myself and undoing what I was taught. I just thank God that He gave me the wisdom and the knowledge to understand, and the discernment to understand that some of the things that we were taught were wrong. He opened my eyes to see that even as a child, when I was going to the county school, my last year of high school, I had to do my senior year at a city school, Sumner. My same friends that I grew up with on a daily basis, talk to on a daily basis. But again, we never sat in the same classroom. I sat in the classroom with them. This is senior year. And they still had trouble reading. That's when I knew for sure that although your daddy talk about it, although your mama talk about it, although your grandma and your grandpa talk about it, I saw for sure as a child, well, in my coming into my adult life, that it was not designed for us. Gosh, I'm sitting up here and I'm sweating and stuff. Makeup. I don't have a makeup person, it's just me. But yeah, things just wasn't set up for to work in our favor. But because you are who you are and you possess what you possess, everything is going to work out in your favor. All that we have to do is uncondition what we've learned. And again, I am so excited to be taking this journey with you. I am so excited that you are taking this ride with me. I love and I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I do want to shout out John from Chambers Vision and Sound, who worked on my intro. Thank you so much. I thank my youngest, Aaron, for making the beat for my intro. So excited. I want to thank Diabolical Productions for helping take my photos for my birthday and for this podcast, and of course the one and only Bridget for the House of BW for setting up my flyers. She also does put together some great events. I just thank everybody who has supported me, who has talked with me through this process, because I have been extremely nervous. And next month, I will be sitting down with someone. So, yeah, and you guys are not going to want to miss this conversation. It is definitely going to be interesting. Definitely one that feeds your soul, make you laugh. It's going to be, it's going to be big. I'm going to set the flyers up every month for that, so you'll know who it is by the time I set that flyer out. Again, thank you all for joining me. Please Don't forget to like and subscribe to Jackie of All Trades so that you could stay up on my upcoming episodes, so that you can watch my small videos, because the small videos I post on social media, I also post to my YouTube. So you guys want to get a little a little catch a little vibe, get you a little feed your soul from my videos. Hopefully they do. Hopefully I touch each and every one of you. Even if I just touch one, I'm extremely thankful for that. Well, that is all that I have. Again, I can't wait for more episodes to come. And as always, y'all be blessed.